guys, it's Adrian. I want to talk to you about my reading goals for 2016. Because I'm new to BookTube, I haven't actually done a reading goals video at the beginning of the year, so I can't really call this an update, but I just want to talk about where I'm at and how I plan on wrapping up my year. Now, if you're like me, when October and November rolls around, you start looking at your Goodreads reading goals, and if you haven't met them, you start crunching. Before this year, I haven't ever actually set reading goals for myself. Actually, I didn't even read quite as much as I'm reading now. BookTube has really encouraged me to pick up my reading pace and read more than just one book a month, and I've really enjoyed the journey. I was a little ambitious and set my reading goal for 50 books for the year. Now, up until July, I was actually 10 books ahead, but then the reading slump hit. We were busy with selling our house and I was physically exhausted and I just couldn't read. I couldn't make myself pick up a book. So I fell behind. As I'm recording this video, I'm up to 37 books for the year, which is actually pretty good. I'm hoping that by the time this video goes live, I'm at 40 because I'm almost done with 3 different books. So say I'm at 40, it gives me 8 weeks to get 10 books read. That's a lot of books. At least for me. For some of you, it's no problem, 10 books in 8 weeks is easy peasy. For me, November and December are my busiest times of year. Between the theater piece that I'm practicing for and wrapping up now, and the one for next year that I'm currently writing, between church and Christmas and Thanksgiving and Dutch Sinterklaas and Sint Maarten, which are coming up. Sint Maarten is actually today. For those of you who don't know, it's a little bit like Halloween, only without the costumes. Anyway, I got sidetracked. So 10 books in 8 weeks is a lot. So in case you're like me and you're freaking out about your Goodreads goals, I want to challenge you just to take a step back. Look at what you've done, look at what you have left, and set new goals for yourself and realize it's okay to change them. So here are the goals that I have set for myself for the rest of 2016. There are 3 types of books I'd like to read. I've realized that I read a lot of hyped YA fantasy books, because that's what BookTube tells me to read. Heck, that's what I tell you to read. And you know what? I really love them, so that's okay. But I'd like to challenge myself for the rest of 2016 to read something a little bit different. So the first goal I've set for myself is to read a classic. Classics are great, and they're easy to find. I can even probably get them from my library in English. So I'd like to read at least one classic before the end of the year. The second goal that I've had for myself is to read a seasonal read. Whether it be a Thanksgiving read or a Christmas read. If I have time, maybe even both. I probably won't have time for both, but that's okay. There's no better time to just sit down with a blanket and just read a nice, cozy book. And the last goal that I've set for myself is to read an underrated or lesser known book. Like I said, I read a lot of hyped up books, and there are so many great books out there that just don't get talked about a lot. So I'm on the hunt for some underrated books. If you have some suggestions, leave it in a comment below. I'd love to know what your favorite underrated books are. That being said, knowing myself, if I only pick up books that I wouldn't necessarily read on my own initiative, I'm gonna fall into a reading slump. And who wants to end the year in a reading slump? I know I don't. So I'm gonna allow myself to pick a book or 2 of the YA fantasy type books that I know that I really love and enjoy to keep my reading going. I haven't decided which books I'm going to read in any of these categories yet. I want to keep my options open, but you'll hear about them in my November wrap-up or my December TBR video. That's it for today, guys. I hope this helped you if you're kind of feeling guilty about your 2016 reading goals. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe below if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.